guys, and I am back finishing Mr. Enel. So this is part 2, and oh gosh, I'm hungry as hell, but all I have is this chewing gum. And I'm trying to position myself so I have room to work. But I have this big apparatus in my way, so we'll make do. Okay. So I believe I was on the ear last time I left off. So it's earlobe, right? This should roughly be here. And then we'll just drag it up. Drag this line up. Up and up and up and up. And around. Oh. Let's make this sharper. Like a sharper up and down. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a D. It's not like it's almost like an elf ear, but not really. I'm just trying to make this as proportionate as possible. Gotta get the inside of his ear canal. That's not bad, right? Okay. Now that we have some of these line markers, this line doesn't go that far. Let's kind of make this part of his ear a little thinner. Just a little bit thinner. I feel like I didn't make it that much thinner. It's okay. So I'll try to connect his hairline here. Right. So we understand that's his hairline. And the neck plus his hairline should kind of start from here. So there we got his hair. The thing about his hair is it has to angle up so that the turban can meet the top of his ear. give me a second. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just replying to a buddy that I have to meet later just to grab something from him. Okay. So onwards we go. So we got the top of his hairline, right? I want to see maybe if I could angle this a little bit more or not. We'll see, because I want to make it so that the turban goes to the top of his brow. Not to the tippy top, because I think it's like his eyebrows sort of slightly, ever so slightly over the turban. And again here. And that's the line that we have. So over here, his eyebrows really worried. So we gotta get that essential mark. Maybe bring it lower. Doesn't have to be that high. Yeah, something like that. And then from here, we could bring one of these creases in his turban. Maybe make it a little thicker. Trying to imagine this, because I gotta, if I shade this, which I kind of don't want to, because I always mess up when I start shading things. This meets, it's not like it meets, but it's like almost. And we got, not here. Almost. It's like the forehead has to meet here, but it's like and then from here we can do the top of the turban. Almost like a slight crease, and then it's gonna start rounding off. So I'm trying to get see, the thing is, on the comic strip, this kind of ends a slight angle. And there will be a line here. It's not really like a line, it's more like shading. So there'll be shading in between here. But from here, we could do another one. I mean, we can kind of like, you know, just mess around with it. Make it our own. But essentially, the top of his head shouldn't be much higher than this. So I believe that's good enough. Get some hairline here, so that you know that this is his hair. I'm not trying to get every crease perfect, but you know, something along lines like that. And then we'll do the same over here. Get the nice line style that he has going, indicating that this is hair. In the background here, these are like those orbs that are floating around him. For those of you that watch One Piece, you know what I'm talking about. They're like these, just some orbs around him. I don't know how many he has, but he has a decent amount. So this one, this orb here, should be relatively close, but not too close to the other one. So we'll just try to round it off to get the whole picture. Give me a second. Oh my god. My camera fell this whole time. I'm so sorry. I didn't know when it fell because I didn't have my indicator on. I hate this part. Because it's like really hard to get this thing on there, and I need like a rubber band. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. If only I would have caught it sooner. It was so hard to put this up there. I should have known this was gonna happen though. I'm gonna do something really ghetto right now. So what I just did right now, because I don't really have a nice rig. I ended up taking my watch and just tying it to the camera. Sorry guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to see if I can, for you guys to keep watching the drawing part. Oh wait. Yeah, just so you guys can see the continue to see the drawing part. I'm gonna try to make it so that you guys know when I effed up. But I'm not gonna edit this, so I'm trying to make this a full circle. That's not bad. Okay. So I ended up getting his turban. The only thing is, the shading is going to be really difficult. We did some cross I think it's called like cross hatching, cross hitch or something. But it's very hard to do if you don't know what you're doing. Let's get these sweat drops in. They're like little hooks. Oda's art is so funny. I love the way that Oda draws his art. That one's kind of weird. Let's try again. Doesn't have to hook up too high. Let's get a little droplet here. Like a tiny, ever so tiny. Oh man, the child is up. No. Why? Now she's gonna be running around like crazy upstairs. Let's get a little droplet here. Let's show the sheer panic. The panic and an absolute dread that he has. This scene. So what happened was, I might as well just tell you guys, right? So Luffy just got shocked by Enel's like probably like 1,000,000 volt attack, and it didn't faze Luffy one bit. Luffy just took it, and as soon as he took it, Enel put this face on and just started sweating bullets. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to get the inside of his mouth. You know what? Let me just do this part too. I get it now. Oh my gosh. Now I get it. So this is his neck, right? This is still his ear. His long, long, long ear, right? I thought it was like the inside of his earlobe. It's not the inside of his earlobe. And this continuing sphere is actually here. Let me draw it at this angle so you guys can understand what I'm doing now. Because it's not really like spherical. I kind of have it like at a bad angle. You get it? You guys get it? So, this whole thing is an orb. It's one of his orbs. Let me make it a little bit better. Just a little bit, because it's not like I'm gonna do it exactly how he has it. No. Something like that, you know? Got these little grooves and these weird little grooves. Whatever these things are. There's only two here. But now you guys get it, right? Know what I'm saying? Let's get my thick pencil and kind of see if we can start drawing the inside of this darkness. You know what? Just to play it safe, right? I'm gonna do it like this. Try to contour around, right? Not get the lines like in the teeth or anything like that, right? But this is so that when I start shading inside the teeth and stuff, it won't interfere. When I try to go like a little bit too much, like I don't want to shade inside the teeth at all. So I'm gonna try to make a protective border around what I'm shading. I know you guys won't hear this as much. I don't want it to become straight as possible. There, see? You get what I mean now? Now I have like, I could shade completely in this zone without taking any lines into the teeth. This is the darkest part of the picture, so I can make this as dark as I want. Now, the question is, was it wise for me to do this now? Probably not. You know why? Because I might rub my hand on it later. And I don't have those artist type, what do you call it? It's like, almost like finger gloves or something. I'm pretty sure that if you guys seen drawing videos, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a wrap that goes on these two fingers. It's like a black wrap. It's pretty helpful, so that you don't get any of your color or shading on it. Let's try to get in here. Let's get a little bit of this going. So from this point on, this is like permanent, so like I can't adjust this drawing anymore. But I drew what I needed to draw, so. But the rest of the shading and coloring, this is pretty much like everything goes off of this now. Off of this darkness, because this is the darkest part of my drawing. I'm trying to get in here without messing with the teeth. Oh, I gotta be careful here. I don't want to mess it up here. gotta use like the edge, like the finer edge. So you have some depth to it, like if you guys can see. Okay. There we go. There we go. Just make it. There we go. Alright. Got that. Let's get these eyebrows now. Let's go. Get this as dark as possible. I'm trying to draw a straight line. I should have done the border technique here too. Let's do the border technique here. There we go. Get a little bit on the edge again. And inside. Inside. Voila. The darkest parts are colored. Now. Whew. The harder parts. That will make this like the cream de la, what is it called? Creme de la creme. Oh yeah, I gotta get these accentuating veins on his eyes too. Something like that. These are kind of hard to do, but they're funny. This is the holy Scheiße. Oh man, I love this scene. This scene is so great. Like, you guys really need to watch this anime. This anime is like #1 in my heart. For sure. Alright, we're on the last parts. There's not much more after this. Now, it's just trying not to mess up the trying not to mess up the shading. These right here are his eyelashes. This is also like the darkest part. Like these almost has like Frankie type this line is sort of dark, but not that dark. This is just a sharper line, but it's not. The focus is not that good, but yeah. That's what I got. Okay. I think if anything, this could have been wider. Just trying to shade in the gums. Not too much, but you know, enough to know that these are his gums. Hold on, my wife is awake. Trying to give her the signal back. Try not to be that loud. The focus is not that good. I'll get a better camera, I promise, guys. Okay, so here, right? This is where we're gonna do the cross stitching. I'm gonna try to work on the tongue. See if I can pull this off. Okay. So I start with lines like this, right? Continuous lines, not overlapping. Right? And then we're gonna do the same over here. So we'll go and make it so that there's a shine on the tongue. Right? We're trying not to cross half of the tongue. And we'll do the same sort of over here too. But the thing is, because you see my lines, they're like stopping halfway on the tongue. I'm trying to split the tongue. So now we do it again. Here. gonna make an indentation, and then cross hatching. See, it's like this. It creates a sort of shading aspect to it. Darker color. That's essentially what cross hatching is. You get it? You just make crisscrosses, but the crisscrosses make some shading. I'm just not very good at it. But it's a good technique to get some nice shading in. And then you're able to make some indentations, some play in the indentations. And I'm able to make kind of a shimmer on the tongue because of it as well. You see? Of course, I think it should be a little darker, but we'll leave it like that for now. And we're gonna do the same around here, but sort of stopping around the lip. So I'm gonna make a slight kind of like stopping point line around his lips. It's like very thin, but it's there. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna try to draw lines here, right? So they're just slight lines. But depending on what direction you bring the other lines in, right? That'll be... You'll see. So let me just start doing this on the dark parts. And we'll do it here too. We'll do it on all the parts that need shading. Let's get these lines in here to make them more noticeable, right? So I'm only doing one direction first right now, and then I'll do the rest as soon as I get around to it. So let's go with the nose now, right? I'm trying really hard not to pass around the contour lines. Contour lines, if you guys are not familiar with terminology, is everything that's being like all the hard lines that are being drawn. You know what I mean? Let me just make these real quick. Okay. A little bit of this, right? And then we this. Let me keep it up. Over here. Make some here. Not too much. Just enough for some shading. Right? And then over here. Can't forget this part. Now, what I'm going to be able to do, just in case I screw up, is I can use my eraser to make even sharper lines if I need to. This is just in case I screw up. So far, not bad. Let's get some over here too. To get his chin going. So the more lines, like whenever the lines start getting closer to each other, the more lines there are, the darker it is, the more shading there is. So it gets crazy. So here, let me make this contour line a little darker, right? Okay. And then we're gonna start drawing contour lines for the shading of his neck. Depending on how you angle this, you can show different levels of like 3D-ness to it. You could try to show his like this is kind of like his collarbone at this point, right? And now watch. I'm scoring the lines. Scoring all these lines. The thinner I make it, the more kind of pop it has to it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not that good. I'm just like, you know, doing whatever. Make some lines here for the shading of his ear. Right. Trying to be consistent. And then we'll get some here too. But now here, right? We're trying not to let it go past a certain point so that it could show his collarbone. So now this is one of the examples that I'm going to show you. As far as like, you see how there's like messy lines here, right? Take your eraser, just clean it up. That's it. And you want to make it so that at this point, because this is the darkest part, right? So I'm gonna make the lines a little thicker. And it's just for here. So it's just a little darker in there. Get this contour line in a little deeper so it doesn't get lost in translation. of what's happening. Get some shading here, right? Okay. And we'll do the same over here. Just, this is to make the necklines, right? Get that spike up over here. And then just finish it off over here. I'm gonna have it just like faded, you know? Okay. Let's get some lines here for the shading. Have it connect. Let's get him sweating some bullets here. Another one here. See, it's not perfect, but you know, I make do. I make do. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going all over the place. It's like I can't sit still with what I'm doing, but see, I don't want the lines passing into the skin. If there's no shading there, I'm not gonna shade. We're almost through, guys, almost through. Let's get these teeth lines showing. Okay. See, this is just a little shading. And then here, draw, oh wait, draw these lines. Okay. Alright. Let's accentuate these teeth a little bit more. Now that this is the final product, pretty much. Oh, yeah. Let's do some of this. because see, when I start crossing at certain angles, it makes things lighter. Like if I didn't cross here, right? So you can see that's still lighter and it has some indentation. Now I'm gonna cross a bit here to make this darker. And wherever you cross, it'll make it so that it's like, you know, like if I cross here, it'll make it different than when I'm crossing it up here, because they're different lines. They're not different lines that are being connected. I mean, that's the best that I can explain it now. So, at least you guys know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? See, you could angle these lines out, right? So it's like they're two different parts. You know what I'm saying? Now you see that part, there's an indentation. Let me just bring it up so you guys know what I'm talking about. I have the lines separated at certain points. So when I'm shading it, it is what it is. See now, my problem that I told you that I was running into my hand is now getting smudged. There's smudges here. But there, because of the shading now, like all this cross-hatching, you can tell what's his ear and what's not his ear. I'm just gonna make these contour lines a little darker. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Let's get some of this. See here. Trying to get it more dramatic. As much as dramatic as possible. Get this contour line going. But yeah, the darkness of this really helps. This actually like this cross stitching is not that bad. Like I actually prefer this over my like smudging that I was doing before. Okay. So this video's gone pretty long. So I'm just gonna try to finish up the top of the turban. And we'll call it a day. I might give this to my nephew. Since he wanted this. See, I'm gonna try to make this a little darker on the top right. Cross it a little bit more on the top. Get the lines a little closer if I can. Get more lead if I can. There we go. All it is. Just to create some indentations in his turban. So it's like a bunch of little X's. Just messing around. Alright, let me just try to make the contour lines a little darker. Just to finish off the drawing, you know what I'm saying? I guess I could do this. This is like weird though. The thing is, like, the shading of this is like. See what I'm saying? It's all all it is. It's just a bunch of these lines. To give it like a, almost like a woody texture, you know? See, it's like here. It starts here. Woody texture, woody texture, woody texture, woody texture, woody texture. Do the same here. Right. Kind of until it meets a little bit. And then over here, we'll do some of this. Some of this woody texture again. Get these lines down. A little lighter here, a little darker here. Excuse me. Just get these dark lines in. Alright. I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish with this drawing. Just trying to draw all the harder lines. Oh yeah, there's this too. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Just about done. I think I did what I could. Ooh, this is hard. Okay. Alright, guys. There you go. That's the best I'm gonna get it for now. A little disproportionate, but I try my best. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will catch you guys on the next drawing video with McGregor.